Good day. Welcome to Yoga with Bliss. Today I want to include a concept, the difference between excuses and reasons. And here's the bottom line. Whenever you say, oh, that's an excuse, that's one side of you judging another side of you. And we find peace when we listen to both sides and problem solve. That's why I always say there are reasons for everything we do and don't do. So as we make our yoga choices today, let's look at the reasons why we go farther or less or wider or narrow. Let all the different parts of ourselves be respected and have input. We're a cappella today because it gives us the opportunity to do the body pace movement. Here's what I mean by that. Excuse the focus in and out. It's going to focus right here on me in a minute. Okay, here I am. Let's take a moment and do a mountain. Is your mountain with your feet right together? I feel uncomfortable in my hip and groin area. It's too congested. So I feel a little better with my feet apart. Is that my joints? Is that my softness? I don't know. Whatever it is, listen to your body, appreciate and accept. Start from the top down. Tuck your chin. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Feel your pelvic tilt, your sternum lift. That immediately engages your abdominal wall. Feel your feet. Now, I know, Amy, you like this. To notice weight on the front of your foot and on your heels, on your baby toe knuckle, and your big toe knuckle. It's called the hallux. Weight on your hallux, outside foot. Let's go back up. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, shoulder roll, shoulder blades together and down your back. Tuck your chin. There it is, your fabulous stacked spine. Keep your stacked spine as you take yourself a little wider. And we are going to shift weight side to side. Now, on days when I've got a lot to think about on my body, I might have high pain some days. I would go very slowly. Days when my body is bright, I have very little pain, I might go much faster. Keep your body tall and let your arms trace a smile. There you are. So when I go to someone else's yoga class where they do not have a warm up, this is called rhythmic limbering. I just go in the back of the room and I trace a smile for a while and then I trace a rainbow. Let's stay with the rainbow and think about it. Come up as high as your shoulders allow. Some days my shoulders want me to be doing windshield wipers. Some days I've got a rainbow. Can you feel when you go high, your back is involved, your abdominal wall engages? All right, we're going to go four under and just feel the body for over your pace. I know I tend to speak with the rhythm of my movement, but you go bigger or smaller or faster or slower, your body pace. When you do this on YouTube, pop some music on in the background if you want and do your rhythmic limbering. Let's take a moment and pull our bodies together. You can do your rhythmic limbering to your music. I'm going to come up to a salute and down to a chair. With my chair, I know my chair doesn't go low. Bring your chair as low as you want. But, Joanne, pay attention. Don't sink your chair. This is a high back chair. Nice flat back. Let's come up to salute and down to flat back. Beautiful, beautiful. Come on, up and down your lowest. Up your tallest. Now, if you've had a knee replacement, you come up to very straight leg and down to your lowest squat, and up, straight and down. Bend one last up, straight and last down. Then shoulder rolls, feel your body. The rhythmic limbering gives us an opportunity to tune in. It's diagnostic. How do you feel today? What do you want to work more? What do you want to pamper? See what your body says. Let's have a heel touch the ground. Feel that gives you a tiny little plie or dip down the thigh works on the weight bearing leg. The shin control on that heel touch leg. Now feel your squeeze the shoulder blades together. You guys look fabulous. And squeeze together. Beautiful. Four last. And then we're going to do toe points. Now, I used to cross my legs and get real intense inner thigh. My back just got rounded. Pull yourself up to your best posture and have your toe close forward and give an inner thigh squeeze. You may not cross your legs. You may get an inner thigh squeeze without hardly crossing. The goal is the inner thigh contraction on our shoulders. We are working them from a lower height to a higher height. Do movement that you do in a jumping jack right here, there. You know, I just can't resist doing a jumping jack. Here's what my jumping jack looks like. We put together the heel touch and your lift of the arms working shoulders, abs, quads, fins. Oh yeah, mask. And let's smile. Yeah, I do actually smile myself all the time when I'm teaching. When I do this on my own, I'm sorry, I don't smile. When I'm working with you guys, I'm so darn glad to be here. The smile just kind of comes out. And the truth is, I'm also darn glad my body will move. Let's go over the top. Right here. We are. Oh, yes, breathing. We're just getting the blood circulating. It's not exactly cardio, but it does wake up the cardiovascular system. Let's take a moment and work the hip flexors. Lift a knee and let your arms come up. Right here. Now, if you've had a knee replacement, your knee may not bend that much. As time goes by, you work toward bending that knee and lifting more. Oh, I like that, Joanne. We've got the body coming across. Do you want to come across with the upper body with cactus arms? Do you want to go slower and have large, great lifted arms? Each person does their knee lift their way, your own height, your own arms. How about two more? Let's take a big stretch up and come on down in a goddess. Come on down. You'll probably come down farther than I do. Press down. 2, 3, and come to star. Here's a goddess. 2, 3, and to the star. Now on this, think about that forearm coming as near vertical as it will. Mine, one will, one won't, so I intend them both to come vertical. The star, last goddess. 2, 3, there's the star. Take a moment, shoulder rolls to pull yourself together. Feel how does your body feel? Breathing, breathing. Very nice. So we've awakened so many parts of your body. Let's start at the feet again and do a press up onto your toes and then down. I have to double check my shoulder roll, pelvic tilt. I don't want to look down at my toes. I'm going to look at my screen to see my toes. Now I'm going to hold on for balance because I want to show you what not to do. Don't accidentally fold your ankle out. You just press up, and you may press up a little, or you may press your heel 4 inches off the ground. Your, I can think of the word, calf muscle stretches your way. And lifting, yes. Now see how your feet were parallel? Well, don't look, just know. Take your feet out duck-footed. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tucked. Now, my arms are going out to the side too. You don't want to pop your knees out. You lift as much as your body. A real lift. I know. If you're watching me, it looks like I'm lifting nowhere. I'm lifting as much as my body will do. My calf muscles atrophied somewhere in my late 60s. And I am so intending on regaining my calf strength. Breathing in. Nice. What about pigeon toe? Now, the pigeon toe is working the outside of the calf muscle. Pelvic tilt, sternum lift. Come on up and down. Come on up and down. There we are. And down. Very nice. And lift. I can tell by how much your heads and shirts are moving up and down. You have a beautiful smooth movement. Very nice. And your calf muscles said thank you. And let's finish off with our unjumping jacks. The is because we don't jump at all, but that heel touch, so nice for your calf. Do you want to go even slower? Do you want to go even faster? It's a heel, touch and a heel, touch just two more. Beautiful. Come on up to a salute and respect your salute. Many people, the salute is right here, and the arms come right up next to the ear in a straight line with the body. People, the arms, ooh, ooh, ooh. The shoulders just won't let them line up. All bodies are good bodies. Intend. And if your arms don't match, let the one that will go straight up do go straight up. There's your salute. Let's head into a chair, and we're going to keep our arms up when we head into our chair. Sit your bottom down. Chest shines up. You'll probably sit down lower than I. Now, does this bother your back? Try with your arms behind you, and your low back may say, that's all right. What about tuck your elbows in like you were eating a watermelon? See my flat back? See how my chest is angling upward? It's angling downward. Chest up. If you tried the watermelon, try sharing the watermelon. This is me relaxing my neck in my chair. How about sharing the watermelon with a real tall person like Brienne of Tarth? There you go. Breathing. Oh, have you been holding this chair all this time? Let's fold it over into a forward fold. Now, we didn't get our blocks, so I'm going to say go ahead and use your thighs or your shins and lower yourself down, relaxing the neck, finding, oh, my feet seem like the next place. Might get my fingertips. I might say I want to get my blocks. Your gentle first forward fold of the day. Exhale and breathe. Stay with your forward fold while I speak of this concept. If you've got a big round belly like I do, when you have your forward fold, give your feet a little room so your belly has a place to exist without squishing everything. Now, is that not a gestalt? You make room in your pose so your whole self has room to exist. Relax the neck, keep breathing. That is an example of making or comparable to making room in your life for your whole self to exist. Now, I do what's oftentimes called halfway up, but I call it a rise flat back. You do come up like this from the hip You keep the hip bend and arise, straightening out the low back and bend the low back, straightening out the low back. Shine that chest forward and come on down and straightening out the low back. One last down. Now, are you going to arise with a flat back or rounding one vertebrae at a time? This time I'm going to do flat back. So I sit my butt down, bring my back flat like I just did, and push myself up to salute. I'm going to show a forward fold where you don't go down as far so that you can feel that if that is what's right for you. Exhale, forward fold. And let's just say your body only lets you go down. Oh, not even the blocks. That's too far. My body's only going to let me go down to the ottoman. This is why I call it flat back arise. I've got whatever bend my hamstrings and my body gave me. My flat back is just straightening my back. I may not be halfway up. And come down to your fold. Flat back, arise to your flat back position. And forward fold. Last one, flat back, arise. And forward fold. This time we're going to come up one vertebrae at a time. That begins thinking of a pelvic tilt. Tuck your tailbone under and roll up one vertebrae one at a time. When you get to the top, roll shoulders up and back, and I got to do more shoulder rolls. Oh, excuse me. I brought down a little plug to send to my hubby, and then I brought down my lipstick, and they were all about to fall in my face on my forward fold. Breathing. So nice. Let's go wide and do some similar movements from the goddess position. Centering. Pelvic tilt. Sternum lift. Shoulder blades together and down your back. I've got my palms facing each other. It's like the chi, the energy goes between them. You might like your palms facing forward. The chi moves forward in your life. What's right for you? Breathing. From here, yes, we do have our knees bent, and you might want your blocks in front of you because we're going to do a forward fold. I'll show you the side view. Knees are bent. Forward fold. Do you stop right here? That'll be fine. First, we hold it for a bit, strengthening the back. Then we take the arms out. It's like a swan dive with wide legs. Take the arms out, lowering with care to the right place for you. And when you find the right place, whether it's to the ottoman or to the block or to cupcake hands, you know why I call them cupcake hands? If you had a cupcake under there, it would not get squished. I guess I should just say fingertips. Breathing. Does your body allow a full bend? Look at those bent legs. Give your body the right amount of bend, the right amount of fight. You're rounded on this one. Go ahead, let's bring it up flat for you. Flat back, arise for you. Here's rounded. Here's flat back. Everyone is different. Rounded and flat back. Maybe your flat back arise comes all the way this high. Rounded and flat back. Are you doing what's right for you? And flat back. One last rounded and flat back. Now I want to show up if you're on an ottoman. Here's your flat back. Bend your knees just a little bit. Just nice. Not too intense. Were you on your blocks? Bend your knees a little bit with pulsing. Now I'm going to focus on the bend and the straighten. On the bend and the straighten. Your body, your way. You're not down here where I am. Unless your body told you it was all right. You might be right up here on your ottoman. Doing a little bend and almost straight. You might be doing the deepest bend and the very, very straight. Listen to your body. And now I'm going to go extra slow. So you have time to sink into your bend, your way, breathing, being. Stretch up to your straight, your way, straight, press up straight, your bend. Oh, it's a little bitty bend. You're probably doing more work than I am. Because when I go down low, I get to rest a moment and press up to your straight. We're going to go back to the flat back. So think of your toes. Press them into the ground. Because when you take your flat back and then you take your arms out like a swan dive, push with your feet and your legs to lift you. How beautiful was that? Swan dive down again and feel all those muscles. Round down. Melt to your block, to wherever you are. Flat back. Swan dive arms. Twist those feet, kiss those legs, lift yourself up to your best posture. We're doing it one last time. Flat back, round it over, round it over. Breathing. Ready with your legs, press with your toes. Take your swan dive arms, flat back, arise. Come on up all the way to your salute. I'm facing you. To your salute. Shoulder rolls. You know, we just did. Body weight training. You lifted the weight of your body with your squats and straight legs, and with your upper body, full body lift, full torso lift. Good for you. Let's do some more body weight training that also will include flexibility. I won't tell people the name of this move until after we're in it, because the name might intimidate you. We just start out with a forward fold that's not your deepest forward fold in the universe. I'm going to go to my block. Even though I can palm the floor, I'm going to my block. If you usually go on the first step, try the second step. That's ottoman, that's stool, whatever you've got. Breathe. Breathe. Now close your lips and feel you breathe. On your exhale, feel almost a little growl. That's a ujjayi breath. Okay, I do this when I'm on the phone with a family member with different political beliefs. I put it on silent and I do my ujjayi breath and center in on love and acceptance. Alrighty, after what we were going to do, we were doing a forward fold that's not too deep. Breathing. And then I might even go the top of my blocks. All your weight on one leg. You round it down. We don't have to have a flat back here. Let the other leg touch the ground. That might be it. This might be your full pose. The wider your hands, the more stable. See how you have a little, I'll show you in a diagonal. You have a little triangle between your foot and your two hands that are your weight bearing. This back leg might be just a little toe touch like a balanced root. Or it might be that you flex that back foot and lift it a little. Still have your balance? Then try lifting it more. See what your body wants for you. Breathing, being. I was just adjusting the height of my blocks, which made me lose my posture, so I found my balance root again. I'm at my balance. And then I lift to my leg, wherever it is. It might be here. It might be straight in the air. Okay, the name of the move is the standing split. Where is the weight training? Come on down. Lift down up. Your hips are stable. They do not move. Lift down up. You are lifting the body weight of your leg. Come on down while the weight-bearing leg is holding all your body weight and balancing, breathing and stretching. Let's give those same two gifts to the other side. Find your forward fold. I'm wiggling around in a little my forward fold. See how I bend one knee and bend the other? Again, with knee replacement, one of our goals is to really straighten. And so when I walk my forward fold, I really focus on straightening. See, I do that for both legs, my biological and my bionic. Breathing. Very nice. Now let's get your triangle. Your hands help balance. Your foot is in the middle. You've left room for your belly. Did you need to be up a little higher to leave the room for your body? Keep your balance root on the ground if that feels right for you. Breathe and center yourself. Do you want to lift just a little bit? Right there. That might be your standing split. Love it. Maybe you can lift more hips. Your hip bones stay pointing down to the ground. Breathing. Exhaling. Oh, I have to say hello to Mark. Catherine told me that Mark is really enjoying these videos. Lifting. So I have to tell you, I've thought of you today with some of our moves, breathing. Remember, you may be up on an ottoman, a third stair. What does your body want? Okay, let's add the weight training. Come on down. Now, I know it seems like the weight training is all the lifting of the leg. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're an apple-shaped person, the weight training is your leg that you are lifting. I said that wrong. Pear-shaped. If your legs are carrying more weight, that's where the work is. If your legs are smaller as mine are, my work is here on this weight-bearing leg that is having a hamstring stretch, balancing, and holding all my body weight while my other leg lifts with a gentle gluteal contraction. Come on down and you relax into your best melted forward fold. Just melted. And you might actually really want something to melt into so you can relax. Breathe and be. How about a flat back to come up? So I sit my butt down. I lift my chest so my back is flat. And then I arise by pressing with my legs and my body. Shoulder roll. True equilibrium. We were bent over for a very, very long time. Are you breathing? Being so nice. Let's do just a little customized sun salutation. I'm going to do a customized sun salutation A. Basically, I remove the chaturanga, which is like a yoga push-up, and I put in a dog plank dog. So you think about what do you need for your down dog. That's why I have these steps here. My shoulders are talking to me in very loud words. So I don't know what to be able to do. So I gave myself many options. It is fabulous to clean your stairs off. Okay, you might not need that step, I do. To go to your stairs and do your planks and down dogs on the stairs so that you can adjust to exactly the right height that's available to you. Mountain, got your feet, inner, outer, front, back, pelvic tilt, sternum lift, chin tuck, shoulder roll, and leave your shoulder blades together and down your back. Palms, take a look right at my palms. My palms are forward. That helps open my shoulder. If I do a mountain with my palms facing me, the shoulder has not opened up as much. So there you are, your fabulous mountain. I'm thinking a minute. I'm going to remember what we were doing. Breathe, be. But you know, my body told me we're heading to a sun salutation. Think of your shoulders. Remember, when we do the salute, you're going to lift up as much as near vertical, intend with them right next to your ears, accept whatever your body gives you. Breathing. It is not an excuse if one of your arms doesn't come in as much. There's a reason for it. Listen. Try it. Intend. Here's our forward fold. How low do you go? Listen to your body. Are your feet a little wider? What's the right forward fold for you? Relax your neck down. Best exhale ever. Flat back arise. Exhale. One more. We're heading to a down dog. Where do you go for your down dog? Up to the third stair, right down to the mat. Your body knows. Do your heels come up a little? That's okay. Intend for them to head toward the mat. Sink your chest. Your body may come much flatter than mine does. Your shoulders are different than mine. Listen to your body. Breathing. Now I'm going to head to my plank, but I know I have to go higher. Many people will just take their feet back and head right into the plank. I know I have to walk my feet up and go to a different surface height. Oh, yeah, my shoulders said, thank you, this is just right. Wherever your back is. Oh my gosh, my mat just slid out from under me. There's a gestalt there. What happens when your world slips out from underneath you? Here's our down dog. There's the down dog your way, breathing. Now, before I head to my forward fold, I'm going to take one leg lift, hips down, and swoop that leg forward as far as it will go. Many people, their leg goes between their hands. Doesn't, so I just take a minute, let the other leg catch up, bend my knees and crab walk my way to my forward fold. Flat back arise. Flat back arise. Last one now here. How are you coming up? One vertebrae at a time or flat back? Choose it, and we head back to our salute. Choose your foot position for the salute. Choose your arm position for the salute. Intend, accept, and thank yourself. Fabulous. All right. On the next one, when we are done, we're going to go from our forward fold down to the mat. I know in my yoga practice, I do everything up and then everything down. In many yoga practices, they're up and down and up and down and up and down. What better for you? Breathing your best salute. Exhale your best forward fold. Flat back, just right. Exhale. Flat back. Exhale. In your mind, are you ready for your down dog your way? Breathing. Choose the surface, choose the heels, choose the shoulders, think the chest. What's the right flank for you? This time I'm going to do oh no, I'm not. I was going to do a kneeling plank, but I forgot about my bionic knee. It does not like that. Breathing. Your plank, your way. Neutral neck, flat from heel to base of the neck. Back to your down dog, your way. Did you do the leg lift? If you did, what leg did you lift? Breathe and be prepared to lift the other leg. Swoop it forward. And then bring yourself to forward fold any way that's right for you. But now, instead of coming up, after this forward fold, heading down into a table. So I need my little uh, pads. I only need them for my bionic knee, but I'm down there for both. Here we are in a forward fold. Lower down one knee and the other. Your most gentle kneading knee lowers down last. Breathing. Feel your body. Now I'm up on a block because my shoulder and wrist likes it. Are you on the floor? Wherever you are, take a moment. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see. Take a moment and think about this spot right here. Eye of the elbow. You know, sometimes in class I actually draw an eyeball right there on the elbows. And here we have the eye of the elbow. Can you see my eye of the elbow rolled forward? You don't want it here where it's pointing to the inside. You roll it forward. Now my formerly broken arm, roll forward. That's okay. Acceptance. Intend to roll the eye of the elbow forward. That is the good form for your shoulders, your wrists. Breathing. Let's have a little cat-cow with your lovely eye of the elbow forward. Did you know the table is an arm balance because we've got weight on our arms? Here's the cat on the exhale. Here's the cow with your udders hanging down. Here's your cat on the exhale. Inhale, when your udders hang down, your chest is more open. Your cat-cow your way. Your breath patterns don't match mine. You respect your body. If you exhale on the cat, you will also feel your belly pulls up as your diaphragm moves. Exhale. Inhale. One last cat. One last cow. Let's go to a table. Make sure your knees are right under your hips. Let's take the leg out. The foot flexed and lifted. Now think about this leg back here. That foot stays flexed. That is your tiger's tail. The opposite paw is going to lift. You will push down with that tiger foot. That will help you balance. Now here's a tip. You may choose to put a block for your tiger's paw to rest on. You've got the tiger tail out, the tiger paw out, the neck nice and neutral, lifting the paw, lifting the tail, lifting, balancing, being, appreciating, and bring yourself back down to your table, breathing. Here's where I really celebrate. I was so shocked the other week when I was able to do this on my surgical knee, my bionic knee. Here we have the beautiful table. Feel your flat back. Try first with a balanced root. Your tiger's tail first rests on the ground. Now, if you have a knee that is compromised, you might really appreciate having a support for that paw. When the time is right, lift your tail, not your hips. Lift your tiger's tail. See, do you want to put your paw right down here on the ground? Oh, that felt good. Could you go a little higher? Maybe, but I need support. Lifting, you lift your paw, your tail, breathing. Neutral neck. I was looking up at my hand, it bent my neck. My tiger's neck said, keep me, Kelly, straighten me out. your tiger's tail, your way. Level hips, level shoulders. Lift it, lift it. Oh, come on down. Come on down, and here's a cat cow. Breathing. Exhale on the cat. On the cow, just go your pace, your way. And then we're just going to work our way down, laying on our bellies in whatever way works for you. I need to find these little things wherever they escaped to and remove them. You just lay on your belly. By the way, if the girls are extra large and getting in the way, when you lay on your belly, you can stay a little bit up on your elbows. You can use a block on the chest where the girls fall down below. Play with it. See what's the right thing that you need. Although I'm large breasted, they're especially squishy. It's one of the joys of age. I need to lay on my tummy and be comfortable. But this is not comfortable. Moving around on the mat is a challenge. Let's start at your feet. I want a sphinx first. My feet are pressed into the mat. It might even make your knees come up off the mat. Your pubic bone is pelvic tilt. The pelvic tilt is the most important part of this pose. The pelvic tilt protects your low back. Breathing. Now, if you are real lean, be careful that you don't press your pubic bone or genitalia and stretch them into the mat and make yourself uncomfortable. Give yourself more padding if you need to. Breathing. So for the Sphinx, your elbows are right next to your chest, your feet pressed down, your hands pressed down, neutral neck, and breathe. It is not a passive pose. Pelvic tilt. Press the feet, press the hands, lift the and lengthen the spine, and say thank you to the Sphinx. Now the Sphinx can turn into a customized cobra. See where your hands are. The customized cobra begins with a pelvic tilt awareness. And you have put a pillow in the pelvic area if you need extra cushioning. And you press with your arms out front. The pelvic tilt is what protects the L4, L5. When I was first diagnosed with spinal stenosis, arthritis, ruptured discs, what a trifecta. They said, oh, no, no, you can't ever do back bends. Well, wait a minute. If I really engage my pelvic tilt, my low back is very protected, but I might stay out here in the customized cobra. Let's go back to the Sphinx. Now, I do use a half-inch thick mat, so I do have a dent in my mat. I can put the heel of my hand right where my elbow made a dent. You can just put your hands right next to your chest. For the cobra, pelvic tilt, root your feet, neutral neck, and push up where your body will. Many days, my body will push all the way up. Many days, it won't. Appreciate this is where we do it. We don't say, oh, that's an excuse that you can't lift into the full cobra. We say, what are the reasons? What's going on? Let me listen to the parts of me that want to push up, the parts of me that have trouble pushing up, problem solve, and do what's right for me. Come on down into your Sphinx and say thank you for that Gestalt peace making within yourself, a yogi who makes a choice listening to all sides. Let's do another one. First, I have my customized cobra where I try my hands here. I might like to stay right here. Listen to all the different input from your body. Part of you wants to do the most. Part of you wants to be the most. Try your hands for whatever position, maybe full cobra, and choose what's right for you. Breathe in whatever position you have chosen. Has nothing to do with excuses. There are reasons. When we listen to the reasons, we problem solve. Come on down to your Sphinx and appreciate the choices you made. As a yogi at peace with your high goals to do more and your body's limitations, breathing. at peace. The locust, your locust is probably going to be much more intense than mine, yet I can still communicate. So here we are. Remember how we've been pushing the feet down? For the locust, the hands come to your side. Will your shoulders allow you to do palm down? If not, you can do palm up and press the back of your hand down. So it's your body, your way. Neutral neck. This is your starting point. The first thing I try with my locust is how does it feel when my locust tail comes in the air? Did you see that tiny little move? My feet lifted up. There you go. How does it feel when my locust wings come in the air? My hands lifted up. So I've got chest up, arms up, legs up. I'm breathing. Calm down and rest your locust. I'm even resting my forehead right on the mat. I want you to think about something. When your locust takes flight, relax your abdomen. Do not push out with your belly. You're contracting all the back of your body. There's no need to contract the belly and push it out. So feel your body. Your locust body sinks into the mat. Breathing. Try the tail. Set it down. Try the wings. Set them down. Try both. Choose. Do you want to do one, the other, or both? You lift. Neutral neck. You lift. Relax that belly. You lift the locust in flight, working the back, the buns. Are you breathing? Set your locust down. Well, now I'm just going to take my arms folded up underneath me where I'm actually kind of like putting my chin on my hands to chill out. I bend my leg. I'm going to use the leg that I actually can bend more comfortably. And here, this foot presses down in. Neutral neck. Do you like your chin? Do you like your forehead? I'm doing my chin so my voice does not echo. Breathing, neutral neck. Press. Press your hip bones. Lift your heel, which will lift your knee. Come down. Press up. Come down. You got that pelvic tilt to protect that low back? It's a tiny little movement. I can't see it. In my mind's eye, it feels like I'm lifting my knee a half an inch off the ground. Pressing up and come down. Pressing up. In my mind's eye, my shin is perfectly vertical. My heel is going right to the ceiling. I don't know what's really happening. I only know what I'm intending. Take a moment, center yourself. Pelvic tilt. That's the back protection, neutral neck, whatever way you like. Bend your leg to wherever it will bend. Again, bionic knees sometimes don't bend very well. That's all right. Whatever knee you've got, bend it and intend your shin to be near vertical. Press up, then come down. Press your heel up, then come down. Press on up. We've got hamstring contraction. We've got gluteal contraction. Are you breathing? Then come down. It's all communication from many places in your body, many choices where you have problem solved and decided through experience what's right for you. And one last press on up and come down. Beautiful. Breathe and exhale. I'm just neutral and relaxing for a moment. Truthfully, I'm thinking, is there anything else I need to do in this position? And there isn't. So I'm going to turn onto my side. I have this block to put under my head so that it's a little pillow. I know many people would like a smaller block. Suzanne, go get your 3-inch block, not your 4-inch block. You choose what's right for your shoulder height, what feels good so your neck is nice and neutral. And here we are, our sides. We are going to do a one side, then the other side. final vinyasa, final flow. So this position with your knees bent in neutral, your shoulders stacked, your hips stacked. Let's take the arm up, breathe, let the arm just relax back and stretch out for a moment. Breathing. Don't go way, way back. I'm just loosening up the shoulder a little. Now I'm going to let that arm come forward. Do you want to hold on to it? The palm holds the forearm. Do you want to lace your fingers and pull that arm out forward? What's best for you? Take your top leg long, long. Now I'm going to take my leg behind me and just feel a long stretch from the tips of the fingers all through the body, especially the hip flexor to the toes. And then I'm just going to switch my arm and leg. I take my arm back and my leg forward, and I feel a stretch in my chest, through my hamstring, breathing. Here we are. Come on forward with the arm back with the leg. Does this leg want to fall down? We're going to hang here a moment and let it do so. And let's switch it up. You know, when my arm goes back, I want to come off my pillow and set my head down for my best arm behind me, leg in front of me. Everybody's different. Hang here a minute. We're not going to go running off anywhere. Do you want to press down on that leg? Does your body let you hold on to your foot? Is your leg down here? That's just fine. Everybody's leg rests. Everybody's arm rests. Everybody's body has been rotated, every vertebrae from the vertebrae above and below. Pull it together. Here's where I put my little pillow back to do the other way. Now the arms forward, the legs back. Rest that leg down. Feel the psoas stretch. You keep your arm here. I have to just do a little talking. Right in here, this whole latissimus dorsi, obliques, transverse. Oh, yeah, baby, they're all stretching. That's so nice. Let's go back to neutral. Now, this next pose is goofy looking. Excuse me, I have to apologize. I probably shouldn't put it on video. It's called Lady on the Couch. Excuse the gentleman in the class. For Lady on the Couch, all you do is lift your leg up, what's right for you, and then stretch your leg, flexed foot. Does your leg want to be down here? You could use a strap. Does your leg come up here? You could grab your foot. Lady on the couch is just laying on the couch and stretching her leg. Are you breathing? Are you being? You might like your lady on the couch to have a more bent leg and you pull that leg towards you. I'm going for the straight leg for the hamstring stretch. Well, what if your lady lay down? And let's do the whole thing on the other side. I'm going to stay right here. Flip over and you will see the whole thing from the back side. However, if you want to see the screen, you might sit yourself up and just move over to this side. See how I can see the screen? Easy peasy. I'm going to turn, I'm having trouble figuring it out, my back to the wall so you can see the back side of this wonderful sequence or vinyasa. We started, yes, I did use the pillow when I am in the neutral pose or fetal position, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. First, I just rested this shoulder back a little, just making sure it's okay. Stretching out the pectoral wall a little. Alrighty, now I'll take this arm is coming forward and you might hold on to your forearm or you might link your fingers and you pull the arm forward while you press the leg back. Let that leg fall down to the ground. You'll get this psoas stretch, shoulder stretch. This is my tender shoulder. So I'm really enjoying the stretch, but being extra careful. Breathing. Now, when my arm comes back, it is nicer to take the pillow away. So I just moved my pillow. It'll be here when I come the other way. This arm comes out. This leg comes forward. Do you like to press it down? Does your leg come forward and hang down here? Louise, I know your leg hangs down here. Oh, it's just a fabulous body stretch. In any location that your leg is, you get all sorts of benefits. Play with it. Breathe into it. We're going to pull it together. I go back on my pillow for arm forward, leg back. Breathe into it. Be with it. Breathing. The psoas stretch or passive hip flexor stretch is included in every practice of mine. It is a number one thing to do to prevent yoga hip injuries. Breathing. So if you take somebody else's class, when they're doing Javasana, take a moment and stretch your psoas in case they did not. Let's come back one more time for this hamstring, side of the core, chest, arm. Your arm's probably laying right down on the ground. My challenged shoulder with arthritis, it's not frozen. I just really breathe into this stretch and accept what my body gives me and intend a little more. When you're ready, we pull ourselves together and roll onto your back and onto your mat and let yourself breathe. This rolling around, yes, I'm getting the wrinkles out of my shirt because apparently I'm so picky that really bothers me. But I'm also moving around for the vertebrae to line up, breathing. So I'm going to tell you something that I find really freaky. Bent knees. Just relax and feel your windshield wiper legs and stable upper body. There is only one set of muscles that connects the lower half of your body to the upper half of your body. All the other muscles in the upper half connect to the upper half. All the ones in the lower half connect to the lower half. Your psoas connects on the inside of your spine, right around your waistline and up a little bit, like that whole low back and just above your waistband area. The psoas connects on the inside of your spine. Take a moment, stop your windshield wipers, and with great care, slowly exhale. And let your knees drop out wherever they're comfortable. Many people are not comfortable here. They need to put a pillow or a block or something under their legs. Even if you are comfortable with the wide legs, the pillow may help you relax or block. Relax a little better. I'm going to continue to tell you about the psoas. It comes from inside the spine, down through the center of the pelvic girdle. It's like a big bucket that's your pelvis, down through the center of the bucket, and then it attaches right here to the top of the thigh. It's a hip flexor set of muscles. Your psoas, your iliacus, that's up underneath your hip bones, and your psoas, where the two of them get together into a dance. This little heels come in as much as they will for you. If you have a bionic knee, you intend your knee to bend as much as it will. Drop out, accept, pamper as needed. And here is your soul to soul psoas stretch. Let's do some things for your shoulders. We've had your hands chilling. I've just walked my shoulder blades together. Bent my elbows and made like a circle here with my arms. My fingertips are going to lace. And I'm just going to rest my fingertips on my forehead and breathe and relax. Relax the neck, relax the core. That's what my little wiggles are relaxing me. Pillows under your knees if you need it. Pillows under your arms if you need it. Relax. Now, for many people, the hands on the forehead, they have much more flexibility. So you could take the hands and with a block or a pillow over your head, oh, I'll use my stair. Rest your hands on the block or pillow. That might be good. Or maybe your hands go down to the ground. Don't. So I'm going to leave mine on my forehead. You choose forehead, block, low block, ground. Shoulder blades walk together, elbows, gravity pulling down. This stretches so many things in your shoulders, relaxes the neck. Breathing elongates the spine, stretches the psoas and the inner thigh muscles, the adductor muscles. We stretched the muscles on the outside of your thigh when we were on our sides. Now I want to stretch the muscles on the inside of your thigh. And whenever your body feels like it, ever so slowly in whatever way feels right for you. On this hip, I have to come up super slowly. Did you see that little rock? That was necessary to get my leg up. Give your body what's necessary. And then what's right for your Shavasana? Do you go get a tube or a pillow and push it right under your knees? You want the smallest pillow necessary. I started out with an actual great big bolster. Then I graduated to a block, and then I graduated to one of the low blocks, and then I graduated to a stack of these little kneelers till I was down to just one kneeler. And now, even though my surgical knee doesn't straighten all the way, it feels comfortable to straighten as much as it can without a pillow. But if you want a pillow, if you need a pillow, problem solve within yourself. Don't just let the part of you that wants to do the most push the rest of you around. The part of you that needs a pillow deserves respecting. The part of you that wants the most that you can do deserves respecting. Problem solve by choosing the smallest pillow necessary. And there you are, you're in your Javasana. Oh, I even have to talk about my hands. Sometimes my shoulder with arthritis really wants a little pillow under my arm. It hurts my shoulder to put my hand all the way down. But again, choose the smallest pillow necessary so that all the parts of you, the part of you that wants the most stretch and the part of you that needs some pampering, they all get attention. And you've chosen just, oh, I want that back. Just right for you. Now, here's your next yogi's choice. Do you like where you are? Do you want to stay here for a long, long time? Do you want to pull a cover right up over you and fall asleep? Be my guest. Do you want to get up a little at a time? I'm going to walk up one leg, then the other. I'm going to do some wiggling around. This is proprioceptive movement. I'm perceiving my body as I move so that I can make more educated choices that accommodate all of my body and my mind's needs. I'm working my way to seated. You might stay laying down. You might stay right here in a fabulous laying on your side or just, I can do it. I did it. Enjoy your windshield wipers if you want. Whatever you chose, I'm heading to seated. How do you want to sit at the end of class? I choose a movement, an asana. Asana means seat. And the seat of every movement is your pelvic girdle. Well, let me show you sideways. Most people, when they sit up, naturally go rounded. If that's happening to you, welcome to the human race. But don't do that. Instead, I want you to, we've got several people in class today, walk yourself up to a wall or the front of the couch. When you get there, don't just sit up. When you get there, double check. I got to get my legs out of the way. That you lean forward, that left room for my belly. After you lean forward, you walk your butt as thoroughly up to the wall as you can. Now, bring yourself up. Doesn't that feel amazing on your spine? Now, my hands don't touch the ground. You may want to press on the ground to lift your spine up. I press on my blocks to keep my spine tall as I try some other poses. With my nice tall spine, I'm going to try a butterfly. This is my inner thigh or adductor. On my surgical knee, the leg is higher. That's not an excuse. It's a reason. And I'm going to listen to the reasons and make good choices. Another seat that many people choose is what's called the easy seat. And it ain't easy at all. Took me about 3 years to get one leg in. And then in about 2 or 3 years, I got this other leg in. And then over the next decade, it broke again and it wouldn't do the right thing. So I'm working on bringing it in, acceptance, no pain. There's a place where I pull into discomfort, almost kind of a good feeling ache, but even that I might back off from and feel what's right for you. Did you choose a V-sit? A butterfly or soul to soul? Did you choose your version of the easy seat? I'm going to a V-sit. So you've had time with your up straight back. Now I'm walking out into the middle of the room because oh. To be honest with you, my butt was cold. That's cement when I'm off my mat. So I'm back here, but see, my body will let me come all the way up straight. You don't need to be against the wall. You don't need to do it in the middle of the room. You do need to give yourself the support in life to get in the right position to succeed. It ain't just yoga. Your body with whatever you chose for your last. As you reach down, think of your body and say thank you to your body. Appreciate it just as it is today. This is where you live. Say thank you to whoever, whatever it is you believe in. Notice I do one hand, pats the other. That's like the different sides of me appreciating each other. And then stretch up and thank yourself for coming to practice today. Pat yourself on the back or the chest or the top of your head, whatever your shoulders allow. And then I sit tall and I think about you guys. Some of you have been with me more than 25 years. Some of you have been with me for 25 minutes. Breathing. We are here in a togetherness of self-acceptance and self-care. And if you outstretch your arms like you're gathering all the good things in life towards you, bring your hands over heart center. Should you have barely bent wrists because it's right for you, or do you like a very bent wrist to stretch more? Breathe. Know that the light in me sees and honors the light in each of you. Namaste. It doesn't matter if you just bow your head, if you lower your body, if your chest hits the floor, wherever you have rounded is your body's bow. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have to laugh. This week, I'm recovering from some things that are boring to talk about, but I didn't move hardly at all for a couple of weeks, and I went to get up and couldn't. So I will tell you, I don't know if I can get up now. But I'm just going to give an example of proprioception. Try it, rock, see, feel. By the way, if I can't, I'll go over to the stairs and I can crawl myself up. So each person, your body, your way, accepting what your body can do, giving yourself the support you need when your body needs more than you have. And the answer was apparently yes, I could get up. But you know what? This really is important. I could get up not because of me. I could get up because my body just did all that movement. I was in the best shape my body could be in because of movement. What do you need to keep moving? I need you guys. I don't do anything. I mean, I work a lot physically, but that's not the same type of body pampering as a regular rhythmic limbering and yoga and these types of stretches. So, what do you need? Do you need a friend to join you in the living room while you both do a YouTube video? Do you need something way more intense than mine? When you're injured, you come and see me. Think about what you need. It's not excuses when you don't do something or do something you wish you hadn't. There are always reasons for everything we do and don't do. Listen to your reasons and problem solve the different sides of yourself. Right, guys. Now, if you're here in Philly, we're having tea next. 10 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday. Text me. I'll send you an invitation if you want to join us for tea. All right, now let me figure out how to turn off this recording. Here it is. Pause, stop.